right, we want to welcome everybody to the RBBS Logistics Learning Center, Earn While You Learn, Freight Broker Orientation. Today's orientation should be orientation number 23. Today's orientation is for our new students who are joining our platform. And I want to remind everyone that today is orientation. Today is not training. So if you have any training questions, kind of save them for Saturday. Saturday, we have our interactive training every Saturday morning at 10:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is when we have our Saturday training. Is for training. But remember, today is orientation. I want to welcome everybody to our orientation. And if you have any questions on training, save them until Saturday. Orientation is going to go pretty quickly. It's only going to be about a half hour long. We just need to get you all acclimated to your back office area, get you into your tools and resources, and show you how to access those so that you all can start bouncing around on the load boards and start looking up shippers and things like that and contacting your carriers. In other words, get you all to start paving the way so you all can start making money. Okay? So, let's get started. I am going to mute everyone, so we can drown out the background noise. If you have a question, please feel free to ask your questions here. And right there where it says here, and you can ask your questions, type them in. I'll be more than happy to read them out loud, and then I will try and answer them as quickly as possible. But remember, today is orientation and not training. Okay? So, without further ado, let's get started. We're going to go ahead and start sharing our screen. Where is my screen sharing here? Here we go. You all should be able to see what I'm... There we go. All right. One of the first things we're going to do when we get started is we're going to go to our back office site. And need everyone to, I sent the link in already at RBBStransport.com. That's our back office site. Now you notice in this site, we're going to go over the site real quickly here. This is your website. This is your back office. This is your site, and this is your back office site. This site we use to promote you all. This site is for our, what we call our National Dispatchers Network. Okay, and this is where all of our clientele are in this back office site. Let me mute everyone real quick here. But here again, this is our back office site, and this is our website that we use to promote your services and everything. You'll notice that this site is pretty clean, it's pretty simplistic, it's not real fancy, though it is a very good site, but it's not real fancy, but it's clean and it's simplistic. You'll notice when you go to the area where it says, who are we? This is your area that you're going to promote to carriers. Anybody that's looking to get in contact with you, they can actually get in contact with you right through the site. When they go in the who are we area, you scroll down, it tells them a little bit about who you all are. You notice this site is not geared to promote RBBS. It's here to promote you all and your services. If you notice, where it says get to know us, it says fast, friendly, and fully functional. Our network of independent dispatchers are well renowned throughout the United States when it comes to finding the right freight for your needs. Our team is up for every challenge with the skill and experience our clients have come to expect. We always stand behind our work, with customer satisfaction being our #1 priority. Contact us to learn more about our incredible network of dispatchers and how they can help you. And then goes into the areas of service and tells you what areas of service we do. RBBS Transport is a logistics freight dispatching firm built by owner-operators for owner-operators, and we understand every carrier is unique in their load pricing needs. Our dispatch agents will cater their load search to your pricing requirements. And of course, we have a little video there. You all can click on it and kind of watch the little the promo videos and stuff. And then it goes into telling them about what we do with our dispatch agreement. Our National Dispatchers Network is built by owner-operators for owner-operators. So we understand every carrier is unique in their load pricing needs. Our network of dispatchers will cater their load search to your pricing requirements. In other words, if you need $2.75 per mile, that's what the CPM stands for, to run a load, our dispatchers will only look for and contact you with offers of 2.75 cents per mile or better. It's that simple. So contact one of our dispatch agents today. Toll-free numbers is there. And if you notice down here, this is where all of you all will be listed. Now, once you all get your profile set up, our interns will be reaching out to you, each of you all, sometime this week, probably tonight, maybe tomorrow. And they're going to be asking you for your profile worksheet. Some of you may have already gotten it, and you're going to have to send those back in, and you're going to send those back in to dispatch@rbbstransport.com. I'm going to type this in here. This is where you're going to send this into. All of your emails from this point on will always go to dispatch@rbbstransport.com. That email address right there. That's where everything you send in from here on out goes there. Before, you all were sending emails over to our training site, to our training email and things like that. But that was when you were still being recruited, when you were under the recruitment. Now that you're in our platform, you're part of our network. So now everything needs to be sent over to dispatch@rbbstransport.com. That's where all your emails will be sent. You all will be receiving an email from them, notify you of that, and notify you of how you should format your emails when sending them in. Now, our processing for us is done by interns. We're based out of Tallahassee, Florida, so we have a lot of interns that do a lot of our work for us. You all have to keep in mind, these interns do not know you. We have different ones all the time, so so they don't know you, and they're not really going to get to know you. So when you're sending in your emails into for processes, when you're sending in your loads and things like that, when you've got a carrier who is ready for invoicing and those type of things, when you book the load and you're sending over the confirmation sheets and everything, make sure that those emails are formatted in a way that intern knows everything there is to know about who's involved with that load. Okay, so and when they contact you all, they have all this laid out for you how those emails should be formatted. But just to give you a quick heads up, those emails should be formatted in a way that it tells them everything that they need to know about whatever it is you're doing. If you're sending over a carrier who is ready to book a load, if it's a load booking, make sure you send your information, name, your contact information, your email address. You're the agent. Make sure you send over the carrier's information, name, number, email address, DOT number, and the physical address. And make sure you send over the broker's name, number, email address, and how to contact them, and the load information. Because that way, when you're sending stuff over, that way they've got everything they need to know to process that load and make sure everything gets done in a timely fashion. So when it's time to get paid on it, you get paid in a timely fashion. All right? So, but when they contact you this week, they'll have all that in there, and you'll see exactly what we're talking about. Now, let's go on to the back office area. Now, at some point in time, I want each of you to go in and go ahead and log into the back office area. When you get a chance, either do it now or do it sometime today. When you go into the back office area, it is going to ask you to create your own username and password. I've already got mine set so I can just go right in. But when you click on Dispatchers, Tools, and Resources, it is going to ask you to create a username and password. So, because that area this is a secured back office area. Now, one thing I want to make mention to you. When you create your username and password, when you give them your email address, it's going to be your username. Please remember to use the email address you enrolled with, because this system is set up not to let anybody or not to approve your access unless it can verify that you are an enrolled student into our platform. And the way they verify that is they're going to check your enrollment when you paid your $299.95 to enroll, when you first enrolled. Whatever email address you use to set that up, whatever email address you use to enroll with, make sure you use that when you're setting up your back office login. Because if you use any other email address, it is not going to approve you. It is going to put you in a pending, and it is going to send you an email letting you know that the email address is not recognized, and you need to send them the email address you signed up with along with your name to verify that you are an enrolled member of our platform, okay? So make sure that you use the email address that you enroll with in order to gain access to the back office site, and that's the way you can make sure you get it quickly. Now, once you're into the back office, you're going to see all the tools and resources that we provide for you all, and we provide quite a few tools and resources here. One of the resources and tools that we provide for you all is we provide you with all of your contracts, okay? Your dispatch agreement that you're going to be reaching out to the carriers with to get them to sign up with you. So this is how you're going to build your network of carriers. You're going to be contacted. We're going to show you how to contact 800 to 2,000 carriers every day and pitch them to get them to sign on with you so you can start finding them loads. And this is how you're going to build your carrier network. And when you get them to agree to sign your dispatch agreement, this is the agreement that you're going to send them. All you got to do is go back here. If you are a dispatcher and not a bonded freight broker, if you're not a bonded freight broker, you're going to use this carrier dispatch service agreement. You're just going to click on it. It's going to pull it up for you. And when you pull it up, I hope everyone can still see my screen here. And when you pull it up, this is your dispatch agreement. Okay, you're going to click Enable the Editing. Now you'll notice in this dispatch agreement, it's got some blank spots in it up here. The areas up top, this is your information, goes up here where it says dispatcher. Either your name or your company name. If you don't have a company name, don't worry about it. If you want to make up a company name, you can do that too, because you still have up until the end of the year to have your company set up before you file taxes on it. So you got to tell the end of the year that you can operate, but you got to have it set up either as an LLC, sole proprietorship, partnership, or whatever you're going to have it, or corporation, whatever you're going to have it set up as. That has to be done before you file your taxes, and you got a whole year to do that. You can go to the IRS.gov and go ahead and get your tax ID number now, which is free. You can go there and get it free. It takes about a couple of minutes. Just do it, set it up. You can go ahead and classify your business, go ahead and clarify your business name, declare your business name with the IRS, and get your EIN number, and you'll be set up and ready to go, if that's what you want to do. But you can either put your name here, or your business name there, or your prospective business name there. Your address here, your phone number goes here, and your email address goes here. Down here in this area, in the top portion of this agreement, the yellow spaces in the top portion is where your name goes. Your information goes there. When you get down here in this bottom section here, the carrier's info goes there. But we're going to go through this real quick, and I'm going to go through it step by step to make sure you all understand how it needs to be filled out. Dispatch agreement basically says, and this is your carrier information, you're going to go here. The owner of and the driver of truck number, the truck number goes there, of the carrier, a licensed motor carrier, MC number, their MC number goes there, and or DOT number, the carrier's DOT number goes there. Hereby grants authorization to you. Your information goes there, your name or your company name, to act as my agent for the sole purpose of searching for and booking shipments, processing all brokerage paperwork, and obtaining certificates of insurance as required in order to expedite shipments and dispatch via telephone, fax, or email for my truck unit number, and their truck number goes there, license plate number, and the license plate number goes there, in the state of whatever state they're operating out of goes there, okay? All billing, invoicing, and collections of revenue from customers, brokers, shippers, consignees, etc. are the sole responsibility of the carrier. If revenue for a shipment or shipments is uncollectible, your name goes there or your company name goes there, will be held harmless, and no penalty or deduction of fees will be made. The carrier agrees to maintain all proper licenses and permits to conduct business as a motor carrier in the area of intended operations. Additionally, carrier agrees to maintain liability and cargo insurance at the amount set forth by the home state of the carrier. Your name goes here. Will be held harmless in the event of any and all claims. The carrier agrees to maintain an account with an internet load board service in the name of the carrier with your name goes there, okay, or your company name, as the point of contact for dispatching purposes. Now, take a little short break. The reason why we have that clause in there, we do pay for your access to 3 load boards while you're on our platform. But when you get ready to leave us, when you get ready to start doing this on your own, when you feel like you don't need us to hold your hand anymore, you're going to be out there on your own. This clause right here allows you to get your carriers to pay for the load board access. Why? Because you're representing them. Now, there is a way that we actually showed you this in one of our training sessions. If you want to ask me about it in training, and we get into it more extensively, but we can show you all how you can actually get access to these very high-priced load boards. Let's say if you get yourself about 8, 9, 10 carriers who will sign on with you, because you are working for the carriers, your job is to find them good paying freight. So if you need access to these higher-priced load boards, like that load board, which costs like $290 to get onto the load board, but they have very good load boards. They have high paying freight on those load boards. And if you want to find your carriers higher paying freight, then you can go to each one of your carriers. If you got 10 carriers and you're representing all of them, just basically say to them, say, look, I represent a bunch of carriers. I'm like yourself. And because I have an extensive clientele of carriers, I can offer you the opportunity to get on that load board for as little as, and you just break it up and divide it amongst all 10 carriers. That $299 divided by all 10 carriers as little as $29.99 a month. They all know that is very expensive. They all know it costs about $250, $290 just to get on that load board. But because you have extensive clientele, you can combine that clientele and get them each to pay $29 per month or $10 per month, however many you got divided by whatever the cost is. And that way, your carriers now can pay you that each month, and you can just go ahead and get that load board, and you can get it in one of the carriers' names with their DOT number, and then you can access it for all of them and find loads for your carriers. Now, after you get to a certain point where you got so many carriers, let's say you may get to the point like we do, like we have about 300, 350, 370 carriers that are signed on with us as a dispatching firm, okay? If we were to get like that load board or something like that, and we had each one of those carriers to pay, let's say, $10 per month, that's still a lot of money. That's $3,000. Now, where does all the extra money go? Well, that's money in your pocket, to be honest with you. So you can actually create a situation where you got so many carriers, each paying an administrative amount, so you can have access to the load boards you need to get them the high-paying freight. And you can actually be making money from it. And that's perfectly legal because you're providing a service. Your service is to find them loads, find them good freight. Okay? And if you're going to pool them together and have them to pay a smaller fee to get you access to these load boards, then that's perfectly legal. And you can do that. That's just a way for you to create another income stream and get the access, get the added and extra access you need to be able to take care of your clientele. All right? Okay. Furthermore, let's go on here a little bit further. The fee for dispatch services will be 10% of the gross revenue of each shipment with no minimum charge. As loads are picked up, an amount equal to the above stated percentage will be payable to your name goes there. Okay? Do not put RBBS there. If you do, that means that's our client. Okay? We didn't hire you. You hired us to help you build your network, help you build your brokerage business, your dispatch firm, your freight forwarding firm. So these are your clients. They're not our clients. They are your clients. Because when you leave us, your clients are going to go with you. You retain your clientele. They go with you. So make sure that your name goes there or your company name goes there, okay? Payments are to be conveniently paid with any debit or credit card via text or email invoice app processed by the RBBS LLC invoice processor. Now, yes, we do the processing for you. We process the invoices, we collect the payment, and that payment goes into what we call our Square account. We only accept payment from your carrier by Visa or debit card. So the old check in the mail won't do for us. All the carriers know this because it's right there in the dispatch agreement that this is how they're going to be invoiced and this is how they're going to pay. When we're either gonna send them a text, as you can see here, down here it says, please provide your SMS cell phone text number. Here, the carrier cell phone number goes there. The carrier cell phone number goes there. And your email here, the carrier's email goes there. Because that's how we're going to send them their invoice. We're going to text it to them, and we're going to email it to them. And I can show you all what that looks like here. Give me a second. Let me show you all exactly what that looks like. Yeah, Facebook. I'm going to Facebook here and pull up one that we just did. As a matter of fact, for one of our students, Mr. Charles Mundy, just had a load they got paid on, or a load they got invoiced. And let me pull up here it is right here. And this is what the invoice looks like when we send it out. Okay, we'll text this to them and we'll email it to them. And all they got to do is click on it. And when they click on it, you'll see here it tells them right there, new invoice, billing information. The card holder's name goes there. The credit card goes there. All the information goes there with the credit card. They click pay. You know, that's what they owe Mr. Mundy, $150. They owe $150 because the load was $1,500, 10%, $150. They click pay, and that money goes directly into our Square Cash account. When that money hits our account, we then take $75 of that, which is half of that $150, and we send Mr. Charles Mundy his cut the same way we received it by sending him a Square Cash payment. All he has to do is click on it from his text message or from his email and deposit it right into his bank account because his Cash app has his bank account loaded up in it. If you do not have the Cash Me app or the Square Cash app, go to your app store, look for Square Cash, just look for Square Cash app or the Cash Me app and download it. It takes about 60 seconds, if that. Okay, download it. If you want to wait until you get your first payment, when you get your first Cash Me payment, it's going to give you the instructions on how to download it. But if you go ahead and download it, it's going to give you your cash tag. That way you already set up. You can just go ahead and add your bank account to it. So when you get money, when we send you your half of your money, all you got to do is deposit it right into your account. It's just that simple. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. It makes things work a lot smoother, a lot quicker. That way, when the carrier gets paid, because when the broker sends over that pay voucher, and you're going to know because you're the go-between, you're going to know when the carrier gets paid. When you get that pay voucher for the carrier, they're notifying you, hey, you got money for your carrier. You know, so you're going to know when the carrier's getting paid. So when the carrier gets paid, you're going to send us an email to where? dispatch@rbbstransfer.com, along with the information I told you all about, all the information, your name, information, carrier's name, information, broker's name, information, load information, and a little note that says, carrier's getting paid, please send the invoice to collect from this carrier. And then we will prepare the invoice. We will shoot it over to them the same day that they got their money because we know they got their money. So while their money is hot and red hot in their hand, they got the invoice. All they got to do is click on it, pay with their debit or credit card. And at the very moment that they pay us, we pay you. The very moment. Not 2 days later, not a week later after they got their money. We pay you the same day they got their money, or the same day they send us that payment. The same day we get it, you get it in that very same minute. Very simple, very easy. Nothing lost in the mail, not waiting on the mail for anything. Okay? Now, that's how that works. You notice here our invoices basically is going to tell them, you know, this is the RBBS National Dispatchers Network invoicing, invoice number such and such and such. The date, the carrier's name goes here. In this case, it was Inger Walker. the email address, and a note that says our records indicate that you've completed a load that was provided to you via RBBS National Dispatchers Network member, in this case, Charles Mundy. Load order confirmation, reference number, we have it right there. The pickup was in Dallas, Texas, 10:30 a.m., 3/7/18 to Orange Beach, Alabama. 6 a.m. was the drop, 3/9/18. $1,500 was the load fee, 644 miles, 40,000 pounds, 45-foot rebar, strap only. Per our dispatch agreement, 10% of the load fee is the agreed upon fee for this service. Please remit payment in the amount of $150 conveniently via credit or debit card. And it has down information down there, blah, 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 blah. And we also have attached the dispatch agreement, and we attached the load confirmation sheet for further proof and clarification that this is a bona fide and legit invoice. Okay? This is how we get you paid. This is how that process goes. Okay? All right. So that's how that process goes. If you have any questions about that, feel free to give us a call during the week and ask us about it, or bring it up in training, and we'll be more than happy to go with you extensively in training. But does everybody understand how you get paid? Okay, this is how you get paid. If you have the problem with it, or if you have some questions about it, you can always either ask it now, or you can go back and watch this video again and catch up on it so that you'll completely understand it. But this is how you get paid, and we do it quick, fast, in a hurry, get you all paid quickly because we want to get paid quickly. And this is how we do it. Okay? All right, let's move on to what are we moving on to? We're going to move on to, oh yeah, but that was your dispatch agreement. Matter of fact, I need to go back here and show you the rest of this dispatch agreement. What's that? Oh yeah, I need to show you the rest of this dispatch agreement here. Pull that back up. There we go. The rest of the dispatch agreement is basically says, okay, either party has the right to end this agreement without cause at any time with 7 days notice by written request. The reason why we put 7 days in there, because we want to give it time. If you have any outstanding loads that you have located for them and they're currently running those loads, but they haven't gone through the payment process yet, you want to give it time for those loads to get processed so you can still get your pay on it. Because what you don't want them to get into a situation where they can legally say, well, I canceled my dispatch agreement, so I don't owe you that money. Well, it's in writing that they do owe you that money because that's because you got 7 days. They got to give you 7 days notice. And any loads that are outstanding during that time, that's enough time for them to get processed and for them to get paid on it, which means they'll still have to pay you that money for those loads that you found for them. And it gives you time to stop finding them loads if they're going to go ahead and cancel with you. Okay? All right. Upon cancellation, any unused funds remaining in the deposit account will be refunded to the carrier within 2 business days without penalty. Okay, by signing below, I fully understand the terms of this agreement. And the carrier's company name goes there. The carrier's company name goes there. Their signature goes there. The date that they signed it goes there. And they print their name down here. Now, your dispatcher name goes here, okay? You sign it down here, it's already dated here, okay? And that's your dispatch agreement. That's the agreement you're going to send to the carriers when you're trying to get them to sign on with you so that you can start what? Finding them loads and start making money. All right. Now that we've gone over that, let's go back. All right, now that's the agreement you use if you are a dispatcher. If you're a dispatcher, if you do not have a bonded, if you do not have a broker's bond. Now, if you have a broker's bond and you have insurance and you are a bona fide, fully bonded and insured broker, when contacting carriers and signing them up to a contract or a carrier agreement, you need to use this form. You need to use this contract because as a bonded broker, you have a whole bunch of liabilities. And what comes with liabilities comes a lot of legal mumbo jumbo. Okay? All right. So your contract has to be a little bit more in depth. Okay, if you have a bond. This is for those of you who are bonded, because believe it or not, we have quite a few individuals who have taken out, who are in our platform, that have taken these $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 freight broker courses. For the life of me, I don't know why they pay these $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, and $5,000 fees to take these freight broker courses, and they still don't know how to book freight. They still can't get hired on by companies, because companies just don't hire you on like that just because you have a certificate. That's not how it works in this business. But those courses won't tell you that, because they're trying to sell your course. As you notice, we don't sell courses. We're consultants. We walk you through this every day. We don't sell a course. The only way we make money is when you make money. We don't make money from selling your course. They sell your course, and then that's it. They don't really care, because they got the money. Okay? They put you through the course, you get your certificate, you got your certificate, and you got a receipt, and that's all you're going to get from them. And you just spent $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, and $5,000. We have about 20 to 25 clients that are in our platform right now who did that exact thing, paid all that money, got a course, and still didn't know how to book freight. Okay? But if you are one of those people that you have a bond, you are a freight broker, okay, this is the form you have to use. This is the agreement form you have to use. As you notice here, it is a lot more in depth. I'm not going to read it because it's too long, but suffice to say, our attorneys prepared it, okay? It has all the right clauses in it, all the right legal jumbo words in it, you know, henceforth, thereto, as with, all that type of stuff. It's got all that in there, all the places that you need to sign or put your name or your company name is in yellow, okay? And, of course, you would fill in your MC number, U.S. docket number, and all that stuff like that right there. Of course, your name and your address goes up here, and then all this, you can read through this if you choose to, but it has all the legal jargon, everything that needs to be done. You know, it's a very, very, very in-depth contract, okay? And then you come down here, and you sign here, right there, witness there, date, carrier signs here, right there, witness here, the date, and then there's some more exhibit, a shipment identification clause, you know, an exhibit cleaning and maintenance and transportation unit clause. You know, so yeah, there's a lot of clauses when it comes to being a broker, because you have so much, because you are on the hook for so much stuff, and you have a lot of liability. Okay, but that's the form you use if you are a broker. Okay. Now, if you're not a broker, don't worry about it. All right, cool. All right, let's go back now. Strolling on down. Now, all right. So you got your contract and all that type of stuff. That's how you build your carrier network, by sending them out that contract. Now, shippers. How do you find shippers? How do you get loads from shippers? How do you find brokers? Well, we don't want you to pay for a list, because I know a lot of people out there sell you lists. You pick some of these other courses. You take the course, after you spent $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, they still want you to spend another $300, $400 for a shipper's list. Well, we're not going to do that to you. We don't charge you $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, and we're still not going to charge you for a shipper's list. We give you access to every shipper in the country, all 19 million plus of them. All you got to do to access your shippers, go to your back office site where it says search shippers. You click on there, and take you right over to the unrestricted access to the federal government SIC code sites, which we've already paid for unrestricted access to. So all you got to do is click on it, takes you right there. You don't have to log in or anything, okay? It should already be highlighted, products and services, because that's what you're going to be looking for. You're going to put in here what you're looking for. If you're looking, someone come on and tell me what you want to find. Anybody, unmute yourself and ask me to look for something. Sugar, coffee, sand, dirt. I don't care what it is. Golf clubs, you know. All right, nobody wants to tell me what they want to look for?
Christmas trees.
For trees?
Yeah.
Okay. Talking about just trees, not the trees you smoke, right?
Yeah, just regular planted trees.
I'm not saying I smoke. I'm not saying I don't, but I'm not saying I do. Okay. I don't work for nobody. I don't have to go in no cup. Not ever. That's one of the great things about having your own business. Okay. All right. Trees. Now, when you put in trees, look what happens. It's like magic. It pulls up all these companies that have these SIC codes for trees. There are, there's a whole bunch of SIC codes for trees. They have tree farms, 115 companies that are listed on the tree farm. They have tree nut crops market preparation services, 14 companies. There are tree orchard cultivating services, 2. They have tree nursery stocking, 900 companies listed. Tree artificial, 51. Christmas trees, 165. You want to go with Christmas trees? All right, let's click on Christmas trees. Click on Christmas trees, what happens? Then it pulls up all those companies that ship some type of Christmas tree. All you got to do is click on one of them, and look at that, like magic. Art Cathedral Metal Company Incorporated. It gives you their address, what type of business they are, manufacturer, exporter, importer. It gives you their phone number, their toll-free number, their fax number, their website address, their email address. This company is located in the Eastern Time Zone. Tells you currently they are closed, but it also gives you a breakdown of what type of trees they teach and what manufacture religious goods, jewelry, inspirational giftware, screen printing, relationship building, or family skills, and all that good, and that you got all that good, happy Christmas stuff. All right. Also down here, it gives you a breakdown and a tool here that tells you, check this out, that tells you how much money they paid to ship their trees and their goods from their location to any state in the United States. All you got to do is go here and click on it, because they are in Rhode Island, and it pulls up all the states down there. If you want to see what they charge to ship to Oklahoma, click Oklahoma, and it tells you that they pay $120 a pallet to ship to Oklahoma. If you want to see what they charge to ship to, let's say, sunny Florida, it says here they pay $85 a box, $85 a pallet for a 48-foot dry van truckload, $1,400, and for a 48-foot standard flatbed without tarps, $1,650. Now, you ain't gonna get a better lead source than this. Okay? No one. I don't care what freight brokerage course you sign up with. I don't care what freight brokerage company you go with. No one is going to supply you with this type of lead source without charging you for it. But we do. Okay? You're not going to get a better lead source than this. 19 million plus shippers. And you have access to them at the click of a button. All you got to do is click what you want. Gives you all the background information, all your research information done. So now you have everything you need to call them up and say, hey, my name is John Stevens, and I'm with the National Network of Dispatchers, and I'd like to help you book 25 to 35% more of your freight every day. Because I am with the National Network of Dispatchers, we have access to thousands of carriers that are heavily insured and experienced in moving your type of freight. And I'm confident that I can help you move 25 to 35% more of your freight every day. We love to work with you. How about it? Now, that was just a little simple pitch. If you make that pitch, you call all these companies up. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. This is probably going to be the most difficult part of what we do. Okay? Getting shippers to sign on with you. I don't care if you're a full-fledged bonded brokerage firm. It is very difficult to get shippers to sign up with you. Because some shippers don't like working with brokers. Some shippers only work with brokers. Some shippers just like working with carriers. If that's the case, then they'll work with you because you directly represent carriers. So it's 6 in one hand, half a dozen in another one. A lot of shippers only deal with dedicated freight. You know, they don't contract with an outside stuff. So yes, this is going to be the hardest part of your job, is making these cold calls. On average, you'll probably call 150 to 200 shippers before you get one to sign up. I'm not going to lie to you. You'll make that pitch 100, 200 times before you find one that says, okay, yeah, let's see what you got. Let's work with you. Yeah, okay, well, how do we get signed up with it? Or, hey, can we just send you over our list every morning? Sure. You see what I'm saying? So, look, this is going to be the most difficult part of your job. But we've taken away a lot of that difficulty by giving you the thing that's the hardest thing to do. It's finding these shippers. Now you don't have to worry about where you're going to find shippers. You got access to every shipper in the country. But it's up to you to call them up, make the pitch, get in the door, and get them signed on with you. But we've done half the work for you. Okay, we found them for you. There they are. Got all the information you need. You know, doesn't cost you a dime. All right? So, that's how you find your shippers. Okay? That's how you find your shippers. All right. Now, if you want to look for brokers, now this is probably the easiest part of your job. I ain't gonna lie to you. Getting brokers to send you loads, because they ain't got nothing to lose. And I'm gonna tell you why. If you're a dispatcher, if you are a dispatcher, now if you're a broker, you can't do this. This is why we encourage people who want to start their own brokerage firm, come in, use our platform as a dispatcher first to get your feet wet, learn this business, because there's a lot of things you can do as a dispatcher you can't do as a broker. And those freight broker courses are not going to tell you that. Tell you something else, those freight broker courses are not going to tell you. If you are a new broker, you can't make no money for the first 8 months. No freight broker course is ever going to tell you that. And that's just the way it is. That's not the way I think so, or that's my opinion. No, that's just how it's set up. New freight brokers cannot make money for the first 6 to 8 months. And here's why. When you first get your bond, right, your bond has to go through a 45-day period hold before it becomes active. But in the meantime, you still got to pay that, what, $1 million on worth of insurance. By the way, you got to have almost $1 million on worth of insurance. They ain't going to tell you that either. You got to have $500,000 on your regular insurance and another $750,000 on your contingent. $500,000 on liability, another $750,000 on your contingent. Now, they ain't gonna tell you that, but that's what you got to have. About $340 to $400 per month, on top of about a $3,000 to $4,000 down payment on your premium. On top of your bond payment, which is about $300 to $400 a month to pay for your bond, depending on what type of bond you got. Okay, on how much your bond fees are. On top of it, you got to pay for your CNTMS and your TMS system. You got to pay all this other stuff. So you got to pay these bills while you're not making money. And then when your bond becomes active after 45 days, guess what? No shipper is going to work with you until you've had at least 6 months seasoning on your authority. So if you had your authority for less than 6 months, guess what? No shipper is going to work with you. See, that's the thing about these freight broker courses that they won't tell you. We don't mind telling you because we're not trying to sell you a freight broker course. That's not what we do. Okay? What we do is we need to get you to making money because that's on when we make money. We don't make money until you start making money. So we need to get you to making money as quickly as possible. So we're going to tell you everything you need to know, good, bad, the ugly, everything. Because we need you to learn how to protect yourself, and we need you to learn how to make money and make money quick. Okay? Now, but as a dispatcher, you have no liability. You don't need a bond. You don't need insurance. You don't need a DOT number. You don't need an MC number. All you need is to have your business set up as a business, and that's it. And you don't even need that right away. You have to have it before you start paying taxes on it. Until, come tax time. Because all the liability as a dispatcher is on the carrier. Because you're only paid by the carrier. You're not paid by the brokers. You're not paid by the shippers. You're only paid by the carrier. So, therefore, you can work with both brokers and shippers. And you can work with brokers because the brokers are not in a double brokering situation. As a broker, you can't work with brokers because that will put you in a double broker situation, which would get your bond suspended and you're kicked out of the business. All right. Now, with that being said, as a dispatcher, you can click on this where it says search brokers. Click on that. It'll take you right back to what? That SIT code site with all them brokers in it. Now you're looking at all the brokers. Okay? When you click on it, it's already got them pulled up. You just click on one of these brokerage firms. Right? When you click on the brokerage firm, it pulls up, tells you all about that brokerage firm. You know, tells you what their freight is paying on average, whole 9 yards. You call them up and say, hey, Mr. Broker, how you doing? My name is John Smith. I'm a dispatcher with the National Network of Dispatchers. And I love to help you book more of your freight every day. And guess what? It's not going to cost you anything because I'm paid by the carrier. I'm not paid by you. And you don't have to worry about double broking because I'm a dispatcher and not a broker. So if you want someone to go to work for you free of charge and help you book more of your freight, just start sending me your load list every morning. See how easy that picture is? Now this is going to be the easiest part of your job, getting brokers to send you their load list because they don't lose anything. It's like they got an extra pair of hands going to work for them. Why? Because they want to get more of their loads booked. They don't care how they get them booked, as long as it ain't costing them nothing. They're still paying the same amount of money that they would have been paying. They're paying it directly to the carrier, and the carrier has an agreement to pay you. Okay? That's how that works. This is why I love this side of the business. I love dispatching, man, because it's easy money. Easy money. Okay? This is probably the best kept secret in America, in case y'all didn't know it. Okay? Dispatching firms are making tons of money. And I'm going to tell you something. I know a young lady right now who started her dispatching firm about 4 years ago. And she's bringing in about $2 million in revenue every year. For the last 2 years, she's been earning about $2 million in revenue. She has 47 dispatch agents. They're all booking about, I think, 3 to 5 loads per day on average. And her loads are usually running somewhere between, $1,200 and $2,500 on the freight, sometimes higher, sometimes a little bit lower. But you do the math on that. If she's splitting that with them 50-50, $300 load, $150 load, or $2,000 load, that's $100 for her, $100 for her agent. That times 47 times 3 a day. Do the math on that, man. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. Okay? So that's the industry you all have chosen to get into. So be mindful of that when you're learning this and when you're thinking about how to set up your firm. Just remember that, okay? If you want to get more into those type of things or how to get your firm set up and stuff, we'll be more than happy to help you with that when that time comes, all right? But this is how you find brokers, to start seeing your loads. We got a couple of people, a few people in our system right now who get about 300 loads a day from brokers that they have brought on, and they have their own loads. Mr. Charles Money got a whole, but he lucked up, and I wouldn't say lucked up. He was diligent. He made the phone calls. He did the work. He worked the system. I'm telling you, if you work the system is going to work for you. He worked the system, and he gets about 300 to 400 military loads sent to him every day. Okay, but this is how you build your network. This is how you build your business. This is how you build your broker network and your load network on this side of it. And we're going to show you how to build your carrier network on the carrier side of it by going to the load boards when we get into training. I'm going to show you a little bit of it today, but when we get more into training, we'll show you all how to do that and how to access carriers and get them to sign your dispatch agreement. Now, now you know how to contact brokers, you know how to contact shippers. Now you get some questions, what do you say to them? Well, guess what? We provide you with the script. If you're shy, kind of stumbling over your words and that type of thing, this and that, you get all sweaty when you start talking to people, well, we provide you a script. You can just read it to them. Or you can copy and paste it, email it to them the night before, call them up next day and say, hey, I sent you an email last night. Did you get it? Okay? Did you get it? And then they say, yeah, I got it. All right, great. I want to talk to you more about what we can do for you. You see what I'm saying? Now, in this email script that we prepared, it basically tells them, why should you partner with a member of the RBBS National Network of Dispatchers? The network utilizes the most advanced technology in the industry to service our customers. We've integrated the CNTMS transportation management system and logistics software in all 67 active independent dispatch firms. Now we're about 170 active dispatch firms. That was when we first did it. We're about 170 now. But anyway, firms strategically positioned throughout the United States to adequately service all major shipping lanes. We can manage every aspect of our logistics and distribution operation with the same transportation management system, TMS technology used by the world's largest companies. Carrier verification and fraud check. Never load a bad carrier or a bad driver again. Each of our network members can instantly conduct full carrier verification, carrier qualification, and fraud detection. We conduct real-time fraud detection and carrier qualifications every time we match carriers or drivers to one of your loads. Driver track and trace via cell phone GPS. GPS load tracking, yes, we have that. And it is built right into every network member system. We can pinpoint the exact location of a driver by just using their cell phone's GPS. Tracker feature sends them a special text message, and we simply grab their location and the status of the load. You hold on a second. See who all this keeps. Everybody keeps buzzing me. Everybody wants to buzz me at the right when I'm right in the middle of doing stuff. And I know you all hate that. I hate it too. All right. But anyway, let's get back on to this. But you all can pull this up, read it. In other words, it's got a lot of technical jargon and stuff that it's got all the stuff that shippers like to hear. Okay, it's got all the stuff that shippers. It touches all of their hot buttons. Let them know that their loads are secure. Let them know that we can always we have the updated tracking system. We're able to contact the carriers. We're able to get them updates at a moment's notice. You know that their loads are safe, secure. It's going to get there on time every time. Okay. This is the stuff that shippers like to hear, and we put it in a nice little pitch for you in case you all have problems with talking to people. Okay, we put a nice little pitch for you, and down at the bottom of it has an area for you to put your member information, your phone number, your extension, and your email address so they can contact you back. Okay? Now, that is your script. Okay? If you can use it. You don't have to use it, but it's there. We also have one for auto haulers. Okay? Because we are going to be getting into auto hauling later on this year. And once we get set up with centraldispatch.com, we'll get started in training that. And we prepared a script for auto haulers too. As you can see here, it's got the pretty nice pictures and colors in it. Because, you know, car salesmen, they don't like to read. I can say that because I used to be one. So if any of you that were car salesmen, don't get mad at me. But, you know, we got nice little pictures in here and how it's geared toward car sales and stuff. We even got one that's in a PDF form in case you want to print it up. Take it out to them like a flyer. You can print it up in a little PDF form. You can print it up like a flyer. You know, take it out there to them. You got a place to put your name and stuff down at the bottom of it on the last page of the flyer. So there you go. If you want to go out there and just visit those dealerships in person. Okay? All right, moving on. All right, load boards. We also pay for your access to 3 load boards. 1, 2, 3 load board, Truckers Pass, and All Freight Connect. When you come here, you get access to your load boards. You'll notice here that we have the load boards here. We have the username and passwords already there. Do not change or alter the logins. Okay? Don't change the passwords. Don't change the usernames. Don't change our settings. Don't do it. Okay? Because if you do, you're going to have a lot of people mad at you when they can't get onto the load board because one of you, decided you wanted to change the password. Okay? Don't do it because we're gonna find out about it. Then when we do, we're gonna restrict you from accessing the back office, and then you kind of just mess yourself up. Okay? So don't do it. All right? But get us the load boards. Come in the back office area. Got them all listed right here. All you gotta do is write them down. Make sure you get them right. They are case sensitive, so see what's capitalized, see what's not. Make sure you put them in the exact same way. But you click on the first one, which is 1, 2, 3 load board. Takes you over to our load board. Takes you over to the load board. You notice here we are already logged in on this one, but I'm going to log out just to show you all how you get back into it. When you all get into it, you all have to sign in. You're going to click sign in. You're going to put in the username and password that we provided for you. Okay? You're going to put that in. You're going to click sign in. And then they're going to take you right over to the login area. Notice here it's going to pull up the home page there. You got load search, quick pay, truck locator. The first thing, this is our system. I'm going to go through our system real quick here with them. They're not going to get into training. This is a quick run through. If you want to know how this system works more in depth, go back and watch our training video. The last one we did was number 24. Watch 24, 23, and 22. The last training video. Then those are in Roman numerals. Go to our YouTube channel at the RBBS Logistics Learning Center on YouTube and pull those up. Or go to YouTube and put in Earn While You Learn Freight Broker Training, and it'll pull up our videos. And go ahead and click our YouTube channel and watch those last 3 videos, and it shows you in depth how our system works. And this is our system. This system, let me tell y'all something. This system works The system works, but it only works if you work the system, if you follow the system. If you choose not to follow the system, go do your own thing, then that's on you. But I tell you, when I started dispatching, and when I was doing just this is before I started becoming a broker, when I was just dispatching, I was booking 12 to 15 loads per day. A lot of you not. And all I had was 1, 2, 3 load board. I didn't have that. I didn't have none of the others. I just had 1, 2, 3 load board. And by using this system that I came up with, I was able to book 12 to 15 loads a day, every single day, 5 days a week. Rain, sleet, snow, or shine. And I'm going to show you exactly how that's done. Even now, with all the stuff that I do, all the added responsibilities that I have, answering about 100 to 150 calls a day, as I can see here, as we've been sitting here, my phone's been ringing off the hook. Okay? I still have already booked 7 loads today. And I usually average between 5 and 8 loads every day. Still. Okay? With everything else that I do. Now, with that being said, this is the system. First thing you want to do when you come to 1, 2, 3 load board, you want to click on where it says truck locator. When you click on truck locator, what it's going to do is it's going to pull up all the loads that we have in there. Now, these are my loads. These are not your loads, okay? You all didn't come here for me to spoon feed you all, for me to spoon feed you loads so that you can just get paid off loads that I've already acquired. That's not why you're here. You didn't hire me to teach you all how to do that. You hired me to teach you all how to build your load list, how to build your carrier list, how to build your network. Now, I let you all use my loads. I let you all use my loads as bait. And I'm going to show you what I mean. I usually post about 90 to 100 loads on here every day. And those loads are what we call bait loads. Because quite frankly, by the time you all see these loads on the load board, most of them are already gone anyway. Either I done booked most of them, or other carriers or other brokerage firms have already grabbed these loads, because the shipper that I use don't just send loads to me, they send them out to a whole bunch of other people. And a lot of these carrier-based brokerage firms, the brokerage firms that have their own carriers, have their own trucks, assets, companies y'all think are trucking companies, but they're actually brokerage firms, like Swift. Y'all didn't know that Swift was a brokerage firm. Warner, brokerage firm. Landstar, brokerage firm. TQL, brokerage firm. RBBS, brokerage firm. Okay? All those places are brokerage firms. They just happen to own a whole bunch of trucks. 1,200, 2,400 to 3,000 trucks. And about half of their fleet is company drivers, which means they can just what? Force dispatch them. So they'll call up these companies, hey, give me all your loads leaving out of what? Alabama. Give me all your loads leaving out of Florida. Give me all your loads leaving out of Georgia. Why? Because all they're going to do is they're just going to assign them to a truck to go pick it up and go deliver it. That driver don't have a say-so in it. It's called forced dispatch, because those are company drivers. They're only paying them like 28 cents a mile or 50 cents a mile or something like that at the most. So they can force dispatch, okay? Now, but if you want to run some of these loads, the best way to do it, if you see them on here, is to check the load board and see if these loads are posted there by another broker. If they're there by another broker, that broker still has that load available, and all you got to do is just dispatch it. Dispatch your carrier on it. Now, I'm going to show you how to use these loads as bait to access 800 to 2,000 carriers every single day. Now, right now I have 90 loads posted on here. When you click on one of these loads, look what happens over here to your right. When you click on one of these loads, over here to the right, it pulls up trucks that are in the area. Now, not very many trucks in this area. There's only one on that one. Let's click on another one. See what happened to the truck we got on that one. Ain't too much going. What time is it today? Ain't too many trucks on here that made themselves available today. Let's go to Chapman, Alabama. See how many trucks they got. All right, here we go. Get a little bit better. I'm guessing around about 8 o'clock you have more trucks available. But here in Chapman, Alabama, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have 4 trucks that are surrounding this load. Now, these are trucks that have made themselves available, and they're empty, and they can move that type of load. Because this is a flatbed load, these are going to be flatbed trucks. Okay? All right. Now, on an average night, let's see if we find one that's got a little bit more company. That one's got a little bit more. Alabama ain't doing so hot. What's going on in Alabama that ain't got a whole lot of trucks? Got a whole lot of trucks on here making themselves available in Alabama. Let's go down here. Let's get out of Alabama. Let's go over to Texas. See what they got going on in Texas. Man, not very much going on in Texas. Man, must be something going on tonight. There's not a lot of trucks. Not a lot of trucks are making themselves available. Jacksonville, not quite a whole lot of them there. Well, some nights you have a lot of trucks, some nights you don't. But either way, you're going to have at least 4 or 5 trucks that you got on here right now. You got about 4 or 5 trucks to each load. And you got 90 loads. So 90 times 5, how many trucks does that give you all to call? That's a bunch of trucks still for you to call. And all you got to do is just click on one of them, pulls up the truck, the transport, who that trucker is, DOT number, and their phone number. And basically all you do is you call them up, and you say to them, hey, Meadowlark Transport, how you doing? My name is John Smith with the RBBS National Network of Dispatch. I'm an independent dispatcher. And let me ask you a question. How much money do you need to move your truck? Now, that's a very interesting question. And by the way, that's how we start every conversation off with the carriers. Every conversation starts off with that. How much money do you need to move your truck? And that carrier probably going to respond with, well, what do you mean? Well, like I said, we're with the National Network of Dispatchers, and we understand not every carrier can move their truck for the same amount of money. Why? Because you have your own expenses. You can't run a load for the same price as the guy next to you can. The guy on the other side, you probably can't run a load for the same amount of money that you can. So what we do is we look for the type of loads that you want. So if you tell me you need loads that's paying $2.10 per mile, I'm not going to look for loads that's paying less than $2.20 per mile. If you tell me you want loads that's keeping you out of the mountains, I'm only going to look for loads that's keeping you in the bottom half of the United States. If you tell me you want loads that's running more than 600 miles, I'm only going to look for loads that's running more than 600 miles. So when you see my phone number pops up on your caller ID, you know that I got the kind of loads you want. And I'm going to try to have at least 3 of them that you can choose from. Now, how does that work for you? Now, if you make that pitch to every carrier that is surrounding these loads that we have provided for you as bait, if you make that pitch to every single carrier that's on here, okay, I know what it is. Tonight is Monday night. That's why you're not going to have a whole lot of loads on here, a whole lot of trucks on here on a Monday night. But normally on during the middle of the week or on Saturdays and Sundays, you have about 15, 20 trucks per load. But if you make that pitch to every truck on every load that you're pulling up, you're bound to get at least 12 to 15 dispatch agreements signed. And that, in turn, gives you work. And here's one that's got a little bit better. This one's got, how many this one's got? This one's got 8 trucks surrounding it. So that's got 8 trucks there. And here's another one a little bit better, and they're getting better now. All right, but as it gets later on into the night, you have more trucks here because more trucks are finding parking, and they're parking, and they're letting you know that they're empty and stuff like that. And yeah, so they're starting to get better and better. But if you call each one of those trucks from each one of those loads, as you can see here, we're just going through them and just clicking on them, showing you all how there's trucks on every load. All you got to do is call them up and make the pitch, okay? And we have 90 loads on here, which gives you plenty of trucks to call. And if you look at this during the morning time, whoa, somebody's got a lot of loads there. Where they at? Houston, Texas. Yeah. That's where you got 36 matches, 36 trucks there in Houston, Texas to call. So that's a lot of trucks to call right there, okay? New Orleans looking pretty good. They got a lot of trucks there in New Orleans surrounding that load. 37 trucks in New Orleans. There we go. Now we're talking. All right, now we're talking. All right. But this is about how it normally is. Anywhere from, 15 to 30-some trucks per load. And if you got 90 loads on there, that's giving you anywhere from 800 to 2,000 trucks that you can call on any given day, any given night, weekends included. And so that's a lot of trucks to make that pitch to. If you make that pitch in the way that I just told you to make it, and if you go to our training videos, you'll see that we make that pitch all the time, okay? We make that pitch to you. If you contact, we actually got that pitch written down for you. Mr. Charles Mundy has that pitch written down, And when you all join our Facebook pages, you can ask him that, and he'll be happy to send that pitch over to you. Okay, but this is our system. This is how we get you to calling trucks and getting dispatch agreements signed. Because let's face it, until you get a dispatch agreement signed, you don't have any work. Okay, that's where it all starts, with that dispatch agreement. Okay, if you want to know which comes first, the shipper or the carrier, carrier comes first. As a dispatcher, carrier comes first. You got to have a carrier, or you can't find no work. You can have all the loads in the world. You can have 100,000 loads, all paying $10 per mile. That load don't mean nothing if you can't get a truck to run it. But if you got trucks, if you got carriers, you can always find loads. If you got carriers, you can always find loads. Now, if you got loads, you can't always find carriers. But if you got carriers, you can always find loads. So which comes first? Carrier. Get the carriers, and the loads will follow. If you got carriers, you got work. If you got work, you can make money. This is how this works. Okay? All right. Now, once you called a bunch of these trucks, you've been on here for about an hour or so, 2 hours or so. Another thing is this. Look, if any of you have ever worked a job and you've given your job on average 8 to 10 hours per day, that's what you normally give a job. You devote 8 to 10 hours a day, 40 hours a week to a job. If you give this half the time you give your job, I guarantee you make 10 times more money. If you devote 2 to 4 hours a day to this system, call these trucks, making that pitch, getting them signed to a dispatch agreement, and then go find them loads, I guarantee you'll make 10 times more money. But you got to work the system. If you don't work the system, I guarantee you that you ain't going to make no money. Okay? All right. Any questions on how you find these, on how you find trucks to pitch your dispatch agreement to? Anybody got a question on how you find the trucks? This is how you find the trucks. Okay? All right. Now, after you've gotten, let's say you've gotten 7 or 8 of them signed up to a dispatch agreement, or 10 or 12 of them signed up to a dispatch agreement, now it's time to do what? Go find them loads. And all you got to do then, once you get them signed up and you send them their profile sheet, ask them how they want to run, where they want to run, how much money they need, then you go find them loads. All right? You go back to your home page. Let's say you got a guy who's in Houston, Texas, and if he's in Houston, Texas, and he wants loads that's paying more than $2 per mile, okay, and he don't want to run in the mountains. If you don't want to run in the mountains, all right, let's say he don't want to run in the mountains. So you're going to go over here, you're going to click off Canada, because Canada got some mountains, so you ain't going to run up into Canada. You're going to click the map button, okay? You're going back to your search area, you're going to click the map button. You're going to click all these states that's on the bottom half of the United States. You ain't going to go up in the mountain areas. You're going to try to keep them down, in the low-end states. You're going to click all these states right here. Or if he tells you he wants to go to a certain state, then you click that certain state. But if he tells you, I just don't want to go in the mountains, just keep it on the bottom half of the United States. So you click all the bottom half of the United States. Pick up point in Houston, Texas. Going to anywhere on the bottom half of the United States. Let's say he's a flatbed. Okay, click on there and you click flatbed. Let's say, what's the day? Let's say he wants to leave out tomorrow, the 13th, on Tuesday. Pick it up on tomorrow. Okay? Now, you're going to go over here where it says more options. You're going to click the more option button. All right? Now, you want to find the highest paying loads. You only want to look for loads that showing the rate. You ain't going to waste your time looking for loads that's not showing the rate, because the guy already told you he wants what? $2.10 a mile. So you got to find the loads showing the rates first, right? Because you want to go look for loads that's what? Paying more than $2.10 per mile. So you're going to go down here, you're going to click where it says payment rates, right there. You're going to click that, all right? Then you're going to do search, all right? It's going to pull up all the loads that are leaving in and around Houston, 150-mile radius. Got 122 loads found, okay? That's leaving around Houston. And these are, and it's showing you the ones that have the rates first. Now you want to find the highest paying race first. You ain't going to worry about the race that's paying under 210, so you want to get the highest paying race first, right? So what you do is you go in here, where it says company, and where it says check, you're going to come down here, you're going to click where it says offer. When you click the offer button, look what happens. It pulls up all the high paying freight first. All right? So now, leaving out of Houston, Texas, going to Arkansas City, Kansas. Okay? 572 miles. Okay? It's paying $2,800. That's $4.90 a mile. You think that'll work for it? Yeah, that'll work for it. So you write that one down. You go ahead, you might want to call up that broker. Call up Bruce Brown. Say, hey, Bruce, I got a carrier that might want that load you got leaving out of there, paying $4.90 a mile. What is it? What type of, I see it says double drop. Can you give me some more information on it? On what is he dropping? Looks like it's an equipment load. Probably a couple of backhoes or something like that. Okay? But what's the weight on it? It's got 2 drops, where the drop, just get the specifics on it real quick. Give me some quick specifics on it. All right, great. All right, great. All right, let me call my carrier, see if he still wants it. If he do, I'll call you back and I'll give you his DOT number so you can check him out. All right? That's one. You write that one down. That's going to work for him. All right? So now you got to go find him another one, right? You got to go, because remember you're going to give him 3 options. You're going to go down here, you're going to go to Pasadena, Texas. You're going to look at this one on this offer. That's going 1,104 miles. It's paying $2,300. It's not quite paying $210. It's paying $208. But you might want to call that broker up and say, hey, I got a carrier that wants this load. But, he's saying that if he can get $225, he'll take it. You see him? Now, you see what we did? We asked the broker for $225. The broker said, yeah, I can't quite do $225, but I can do you $220. Guess what? You got another load that works for him. Why? Because he wants $210 per mile. You just negotiate to get $220. All right? So you might be able to make that one work. But then again, you want to check some more because that might not be the one for you. Then you got one here that's going what? 1,500 miles, paying $2,200. I don't think that's going to work. That's going to be that's $1.40 per mile. You definitely don't want that one. Here's the one that's going 377 miles, paying $1,900. That's going to work. But sure, that's paying $5.04 a mile. It's kind of a short run, but it's paying $5.04 a mile, paying $1,900. And it's got a lot of information on it too. You're going to be picking up a cat, okay? 40,000 pounds, 24 foot, 8-inch width. Gives you the information right there. You still might want to call up Jones Transport and say, hey, I got a carrier that might want this load, okay? Is there anything else I need to know about this load? It's pretty much got everything in there already, okay? So you're going to put that one on the list. So that one works for him. Okay? Now you're going to go down here. You're going to look for another one. Try to find him something else. Here's one that's going 608 miles. Here's one that's going 553 miles, paying, 608 miles, paying $1,700. That's probably going to work for him. $2.80 a mile. So now you just found 3 loads. They're all paying good money. Well over his $2.10 a mile requirement. And they're all in the bottom half of the United States, keeping him where? Out of the mountains. So now you got 3 loads that match what he wants. So when you call that carrier back and say, hey, remember I told you I got to call you back? I want some loads? Well, I got some good news, but I got 3 loads for you. Load number 1, going here, drop off here, pays this. Load number 2, picks up here, going here, pays this. Load number 3, picks up here, going here, pays this. Load number 1 is going how many miles, this mile, so here's what it is. This is paying $2.80 a mile. This is paying $2.20 a mile. This is paying $4.90 a mile. Which one would you like? Now, if you call your carrier back with them kind of options, and come on, this is easy money. It don't get no easier than this. Okay, this system works. If you follow this system, I guarantee you can't help but make money. Just work the system, people. That's all you're going to have to do, all right? All right, that's pretty much the system. And you just repeat that process over and over again, and you just keep booking freight. All right. Any quick questions on the system? Any quick questions on the system? And how to get onto the load board? All right. No quick questions on the system. All right, but y'all quiet. Are y'all still with me? People check in with me. Just make sure. Just let me know y'all still alive. Anybody still with me? Or am I on here by myself? Does anybody want to talk? Okay. Sharon, you still there? Erica, you there? I see y'all, but y'all don't want to talk to me. Okay. Y'all ain't got to talk to me then. That's cool. I don't feel bad. All right. But that's your 1, 2, 3. You also have Truckers Pass. Got your login and stuff here. And we also have All Freight Connect. And those are your load boards. And pretty much that's your orientation. That's it. That's it. That's how you get onto everything. That's your load boards. That's how you get onto everything. And that's how this all operates. Now, what I need you all to do now is go to Facebook. Look for me personally, and send me a message on Facebook asking me to add you to the chat group. Hold on for a second. This is Calvin. Hey, Terrell, I'm in the middle of orientation. You know we have orientation every Monday at 5:30.
My bad.
All right. Yeah, just call me back, okay? All right. Go to Facebook. Look for me personally, Calvin Butler, RBBS Logistics Training, and send me a message to add you to the chat group, so I can add you onto the chat group, so that you can have access to the other members of the group and be able to, get some information from them. And so we post a lot of stuff on the chat group and things like that too. Okay. Also, look out for the emails that's going to come from our intern this week, asking you about your profile information that you have to send back in to get you your extension on our toll-free numbers, to get you your eFax line, and to get you your dedicated domain email addresses. Okay. Other than that, that's basically it. That was orientation. We have our interactive training, operational training every Saturday at 10:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You normally will get your notifications for the invites on Thursdays and Fridays. You get one on Thursday, probably another one, a reminder on Friday, come to you from our group email, and you'll get the invites there, and you'll be able to log in and attend those as well. If no one else has any other questions, I appreciate you all logging in. Let me ask one more time. Does anybody have any questions real quick? Anybody have any questions? No questions? Okay. All right. So no one has any questions.
Oh, it's finally unmuted.
Well, you can unmute yourself.
I didn't know how, because I got it on the phone, and it just, did it automatically. I'm sorry.
Okay. All right. Yeah, all right. What questions do you have?
No, I don't have any. You were just trying to see if somebody was still on there. I'm like, I don't know how to undo this thing.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you letting me know I went by myself. But anyway, that's orientation. I'm pretty sure you all, with all the tools and resources that we have, and with our system, you all should not have a problem with learning how to make money doing this, in this way. We've broken it down for you. We have a system in place that works. I'm telling you, it works. It works. Okay? Don't fight the system. Work the system. I'm telling you, it works. Okay? If you work the system, I guarantee you'll make money. But you got to work the system. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. This is not hard work, but it is work. You still got to do it. Okay? You still got to do it. If you put 2 to 4 hours a day towards this, you'll make so much money because it's not even funny. But just work the system, okay? That's all you got to do. All right. All I can tell you is that, I appreciate you all tuning in. Welcome. I'm glad you all decided to join our platform. I think we have a very good platform. I think it's the best one.
Hey, Calvin?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I have a question. I'm still working this mute button thing myself.
I'm on the website with the RBBS Transport LLC. Now, how do you go into to set up like your? We have to set up a password to be able to get into the back office.
Where you at? You at RBBStransport.com?
Let me see. I'm on the right side here where it says why RBBS Transport, contact us, shippers, onboard package, videos.
Just click on Dispatcher Tools and Resources. Click on Dispatcher Tools and Resources.
I don't see that. I don't know if I'm on the right page here or not. I see About Us.
You should see something that says Dispatcher Tools and Resources. You don't see that? Right next to Who Are We?
Hold on a second.
Right. Up top, you see where it says Home, Who Are We, and Dispatcher Tools and Resources.
Well, what I see here, I see Home, I see contact us, shippers on board, package, videos, why RBBS Transport LLC.
No, you're looking at something totally different. Go to RBBStransport.com.
Okay.
I don't know what site you went to, but go to RBBStransport.com. Okay. So you want to know yet?
I'm ready to know now. Stop all the yelling. I am on the phone.
Let me know when you got to their site. Are you still on our are you still on the webinar?
Yes, I see it. My computer's just running a little slow. I see it here. It says Dispatchers Tools and Resources.
Yes. There you go. I'm going to ask you to create a username and password. Make sure you use the email address you signed up with. Okay?
Okay. We can just create any password?
Yeah, just create your own password. So this is your login into the back office area.
Wait, is not just a point.
Got it?
Yeah, I'm too quick.
Oh, my sister. Okay, it's waiting for approval.
All right, I think you're on the right track now. You're on the right track now. All right. While she's doing that, for any of you who are wanting to take our platform is set up to where you can earn money while you are learning. And the only way you actually, once you pay our one-time enrollment fee, you don't have to pay the other fees out of pocket. And the only way we earn money is when you earn money. That's where we go. If you want to join our platform, reach out to us at training at RBBS.LLC.org, or give us a call at 866-973-6445, extension 1 or extension 2. We'll be more than happy to speak with you about our platform. Okay, were you able to get on board? Yeah. But if you're having a problem, feel free to give me a call, but I think you got it now.
Yeah.
All right, great.
One more question.
Go ahead.
Okay, I was doing some other training, and I just got on about 10 minutes. So what I want to know is if I can just come back on next Monday, or is that going to be your next training for the new people?
Either that, or look for this training session on YouTube tonight.
On tomorrow night?
No, on tonight. This recording will be up on YouTube.
Okay, we'll do that. That'll be great. Thanks.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
Just look for orientation 23, I think. Yeah.
Orientation 23.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great. And that's in Roman numerals now. So make sure you look for it
yes.
in Roman numerals.
Okay. Great. Thank you so much.
No problem. All right, everybody. That's it. I appreciate you all. Welcome on board. I think you all have what it takes. Matter of fact, I know you have what it takes. You just gotta follow the system, go through the steps, do the work, and you can't help but be successful with the system. Look forward to seeing y'all in training. Look forward to having you all on our chat group. Be sure to go to our Facebook page, send me a personal message. Look for Calvin Butler, Great Logistics Training, and send me a message request. Add me to the chat group so I can add you all to the chat group. And on Saturday, we'll be right back here, same back channel, same back time, Saturday morning, 10 a.m. for operational training. Thanks again. I appreciate you all. Y'all have a great night.
You too. Thank you.